Hey, hey. Come on, Chris. Chris, let's see. Let's see, Chris, if you have the balls. Hey, Chris, I'll say what everybody else says about you, right? But I'll say it with chest. You're nothing but a control freak. You just sat up there and let men, Jamie Lee of all people, ridicule your friend. That's what you've just sat and done. Yeah? Now hold on, actually. Let me switch this up. Let me switch this shit up. Let me switch it up. Yeah? Where is it, Chris? Actually, we'll keep that for now. We'll keep it for now. Have you seen all the pictures that was been made of you, Chris? Imagine all them, imagine everybody over there even sitting while Geraldine's been rammed to the ground. Unbelievable. Absolutely embarrassing. And you've got Jamie Lee fit to run his mouth. See, Chris, you're a prick. You couldn't like you if you tried. You actually couldn't like you if you tried. Hey, Snow White. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Think you can mute and drop it gives you. Imagine being such a dickhead. You get a thrill out of having mod and having a live. Imagine being such a control freak. You actually enjoy. Oh, I have it recorded. I have it recorded for Geraldine. Because her friends ain't her friends. I'm sorry. Chris ain't her friend. Chris is a dick. That's what Chris is. Thank you. Chris is an absolute joke of a man. He's a shitbag. He just let Jamie Lee ridicule Geraldine to the lowest of the low for a good half hour. A good half hour. And then come up and let John Paul run his mouth about it as well. All the while they're all saying the most about Geraldine, but Chris is allowing that. Fiona tried to have her own back whilst sorry. Fiona tried to have her own back when Jamie Lee called her a junkie. Do you know what I mean? But that was just discredited. That was just free to the side. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Chris is having a laugh. Honestly, the control. I'm being spoke about, right? And he's not letting me in a box. He's probably scared in case Tom sees him or something. Do you know what I mean? Doing his own fucking thing. He's an absolute donkey of a guy. That's why he's not married anymore. I've never known. That's why your mother didn't want nothing to do with you when you got back in contact as well, Chris. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Do I hear it again? Your mother, even when she got back in contact with you, your dad was nowhere involved. She still didn't want nothing to do with you because you're not a likable guy. You're not a likable guy, Chris. You're a narcissistic prick. Hey, Nanny Bird, I'm glad to see you because you're all being ridiculed in there. And the only one that fully had the balls to stand up for you and Geraldine was myself, and I get dropped, muted, dropped, not allowed in the box for I don't know how long to defend yous, while Jamie Lee sat up there. Oh, wow, you never got threatened, by the way. You never got threatened. Chris and everybody else just let Jamie Lee run his mouth about you, and it was absolutely fine. None of them's done nothing to you. It's all yous. Yous are the bad ones. Yous are the ones that are putting out scandal. That's what Chris just let Jamie Lee sat for half an hour and done. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Jessica Dawkins and ASD Big Mammy, aka Marie Price. I'm not done with yous two either. I'm going to be live every day, putting out the facts and figures about you, yeah? Hey, Nanny Bird.
Hi, what's happened?
Oh, I'm raging. I've got it recorded anyway. I'll send it to you once I come off this live. But I came live because
Okay.
Chris thought it could just mute me, try and mute me for one. I'm like, you're not going to talk over me. You're not going to talk over me, are you fuck? I'm not, because it's his live. Like, no, the control narcissistic cunt is. So you get dropped and then he thinks it's going to run his gums to me. It's not going to run his gums to me. You're mad. You're an old man that lives in Liverpool. Nobody care. I don't care about you. Other people might think you're a bit of a gangster and this, that and other. I don't give a fuck about you, love. Don't give a fuck about you. And I'll tell you what I do give a fuck about, but it's Jamie Lee running his gums about Nanny Bird and about Geraldine, and that's what I didn't like. And so because I wanted to stick up for you girls, do you know what I mean? I got treated like that by Chris, your
what
Geraldine's
did,
so-called mate. No, you're not Geraldine's mate, you're a shithouse.
what was being said?
Well, about you was Jamie Lee was trying to say he never threatened you. Then he goes, well, I'll tell you what the threat was. And then Chris was like, well, I think it was whatever video that's it, as if it wasn't a big deal, right? Then other people did have your back and trying to stick up for you, but Jamie Lee was just like, well, it didn't happen. What? Do you know what I mean? And just trying to make little of it. And he sat up
Yeah,
in the live running his mouth about how Geraldine's putting scandal on him and this, that, and other. And like I was saying in the comments, well, Geraldine's not said it. She's only putting out your words, what you've said and done. That's nobody else.
exactly,
Do you
exactly.
know what I mean?
You gave yourself
Then you've John
scandal.
Paul. John Paul's in there as well. He's coming for me in the comments. Then up in the box, he's like, and who's this Shelley?
The
I was
big
requesting for I don't know how
restaurant.
long. Wasn't allowed in the box, even though I was being spoke about. Yeah. Then eventually, because other people started sticking up for me, I was then allowed in the box. Hey, Warrior, glad you've come over, girl, because that's a shit show over there. Chris is just a prick. I'm sorry, I'm going to say
I've
it as
come
it
out.
is. I know.
I ain't fucking sitting around. Nah,
Unbelievable,
that's
Warrior.
not
I'm
on.
glad, honestly, you give your opinion here from a different perspective to Nanny Bird because she's missed it all. Unbelievable. I can't even.
So basically, Jamie's come up. You know that recording that you played? You
Can
couldn't
you?
really hear what was being played anyway. I couldn't make out. All I could make out was the name. So then the girlfriend or the wife of the fella that was in the recording come in the box and started going at us all, saying that basically Chris knew what he was doing by playing that, and basically it obviously had been sent in by Jamie to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Then she dropped down, then the partner come in or whatever. But in between that, Jamie's come in and he's sort of sitting there trying to twist everything, making like he's the victim and that he hasn't threatened you and he's not made threats towards me. And, you know, Jenny's in the comments stirring the pot as always. And then Jamie's in the box having a conversation. And when the fella comes in the box, he goes, oh, who's Shelley in the comments? And Jamie says, oh, yeah, she's the one that likes to go around collecting kids' pictures. And Chris never said anything.
Nope, like, Chris let it be said. Chris is a prick, man. I can't tell you. I'll never, ever be okay now with Chris. Never.
And the minute everybody said that wasn't acceptable, it was like we got shut down. And it was like, well, I'm sorry, but until you're in that position, don't ever tell me what you're going to do because I've been in that position.
Can I, you know what I'm going to say here now as well, actually? I'm going to say it, guys. I'm going to say it because I'm a cunt when I'm turned. You see, don't turn me. Do not let people sit in a box and try and say that I collect kids' photos because Chris, just like you, yeah, I don't like it because one, I'm a mother. I'm a mother, yeah? My child is in my full care, yeah? So to be called that or suggest anything like that ain't okay, Chris. So for you to sit and allow it ain't okay with me, yeah? So that brings me down to the pictures and the memes and shit's been made of you going to Thailand to be seeing ladyboys. You didn't like that, did you? You didn't like it when Gemma Banks was coming for you and I stuck up for you. Yeah, I've showed you the message, Chris. I stuck up for you. I've come on an app, called her out, messaged her, called her out. I told you to leave her alone. You've seen the messages, Chris, but you're a shithouse. Now I'll encourage Gemma Banks to go at you because you're a shithouse. You deserve all you get because you're a funny wrong'un. There's something just not right about you.
The thing is, I've said,
you're a weirdo.
like,
I'm going to say it.
You know,
you know what, Jen? You can fuck off. How about that? Blocked.
I'm looking forward to my exposure live tonight from Jenny.
Yeah, Jen can fuck off. How about that?
Jenny's a snake, man.
Yeah, Jen is. She's a rat.
Never really liked the girl anyway.
Yeah, she is. She's a big snake. I didn't
no wonder
realise,
no one wants nothing to fucking do with the girl.
I didn't realise how
the amount of friends I've saw her go free on this app in the 2 years I've been around. It's unbelievable.
I didn't realise till sort of like the past week how much of a snake she really is. And what she'll do as well to stick up for people, like coming into people's lives pretending to be your friend.
Yeah.
Do Do you know what I mean?
And that's why she went for me today, because I called her out and I said, go sit with Jamie. And then she flew in the box and started having a go at me.
I'm sure you can even have an argument with her either. Because all she does
Who the fuck who you talking to? And I'm like,
No,
hang
you
on a
can't.
minute. I'm
And do
talking
you know
to
what?
fucking you.
Do you
Yeah,
know
can we
what
make
else
this
she
point
does
as
as
that
well?
Cadizal
You know,
said, go on,
do you know
sorry.
what else she does as well? If she's got an issue with me and I'm on live, do you know she will keep calling and calling and calling and
I've heard that
calling.
about her. She rings and rings and rings her phone off,
Yeah,
like demands you to have an argument with her.
yeah. I have to block her.
That's bad.
Like, I have to block her on WhatsApp just to stop her. She knows I'm live, but
Yeah,
she
exactly. And
kicks
she's
off.
ringing. Just
Yeah,
out of
she's doing it
badness.
on purpose. Yeah.
Can I just say here as well, Cadizzle's made the good point, which I'm glad she's remembered my mind, because as she says, Cadizzle's saying she doesn't like it. She didn't like it whenever the guy come up and called or said Geraldine could kiss his ass. And excuse me, he got dropped by one of the mods, right, because of what he said. Chris
went
was
into
raging.
Colleen. He went, he
Chris
had
was raging.
his,
Even
I'll say it, right? Sorry, Shell. I'll say this now, right? And it's nothing I wouldn't say to his face, but sometimes he does come across as quite aggressive.
and controlling.
And sometimes, like, I've messaged him privately, and maybe it's me being a bit paranoid, but I don't know what way to take it.
Yeah.
It's quite abrupt,
Yeah.
but maybe that's just him.
No way, nah, I'm sorry. There's no excuse. Like he's sitting around lots of women. He can
But
flirt
he
with
says
women.
that Jer's his friend, but then he's allowing that and says he don't want to get involved.
That's not Geraldine. He is not Geraldine's friend. No way on this earth. If he didn't want involved, he'd have stayed neutral and not had somebody come up and call Geraldine and ask, like, and do you know what I mean? Or said he can kiss her freaking whatever it was, and he allowed. It's just unbelievable. And then to think you could have some sort of control over how I spoke or when I spoke. I don't think so, Chris. Chris,
I'm sorry, but if that was my friend, they wouldn't have even got in the box.
Yeah, that's what bothered me.
You know, when I had Jess's back 100%, you know, if someone...
And you know me, and it doesn't matter if I'm Geraldine's friend 5 minutes or 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to have her back the same way.
You've
and I
always
was
had
raging,
my back
man,
with the
sat in them
shit that's
comments.
been put out against me, and we've never seen eye... You know, we've not always seen eye to eye.
But we still have,
But we do the right thing morally.
I actually could not believe. I just couldn't believe it. To be at the start, I was like, right, okay, fair enough. Chris is sort of listening, and then he'll have his say. You know, that way he was giving them a bit of respect, and then the time's gone on, and it's getting worse. And I'm thinking, Chris, how are you allowing this? And then I'm being spoke about more and more, and I'm pressing and requesting, and he wouldn't let me in the box. You know, only that you all said. That's the only reason he eventually let me in.
Yeah.
I was in that box ages. Loads of people was coming up and down.
Did you get blocked or did you just get dropped?
I got dropped.
Because Ninja Mark went back up and said, I'm sorry, but as a parent, you'll do anything. You will do anything for your kids because you're there to protect your kids.
Yeah.
And actually, that's really refreshing to hear, especially from a man.
Yeah, I appreciate my Ninja
and
Mark.
I agree with it. I'm sorry, I do. And if that makes me a wrong 'un, then that makes me a wrong 'un.
Nobody knows until their child's used twice
when you put fucking pictures into a private WhatsApp group and then Jess has shared them on, or one of the people within that group have shared them on. Right.
I will be going live at some point later on today. Not tonight because I'm babysitting tonight, so I'll be doing it before 7. It'll be in the day at some point, just whenever I get myself together. And I'm going to
think as well, Shell, like, people need to remember, like, the shit that Jess has done to you, like, all of the images, all the Facebook searches, all the doxing of the holiday, all the, you know, I've got it all.
No, hold on, sorry, Warrior, because you just triggered my memory.
Can you hear me?
Hold on, sorry, 2 texts, right? Because Chris, I've let something slide with you, dickhead. Yeah, I've let something slide with you, but now I'm going to bring it to the table. Yeah, I have respect for the people around me and just not wanting really to cause any more fucking dramas for you, Chris, because you got enough. I've let this slide, but now I'm going to bring it to the table. So, Chris, do you remember when you were Jess's mod and you sat on Jess's live, open, fully saying, what can we do? Will we ring the airport? Are we going to email the hotel? You, Chris, dickhead, You were just as bad as Jess. You were just as
Yeah,
bad as
it was.
Best Girl and
Yeah.
Mammy. You sat on Jess's
Yeah, you
live
was.
while
I
modding
can't
for
lie.
her and wanted to ruin my daughter's 13th birthday present, Chris. Do you remember, Chris? Do you remember? Do you remember when you were full of hatred, but yet you want to go at my mate Cadizzle or disrespect me? Are you fucking okay, you old bastard? Honestly, you don't know what you've started, Chris. You're an absolute cunt. Do
Can I
not disrespect me, especially when it comes to my child, and especially when I'm fucking up there defending your friend. Geraldine's
can
your
I
friend.
can I just say as well, like, I don't agree with what Shell did. She knows that. Do I understand it 100%?
Yeah. And that's the same as all my friends. No, you don't all agree. Do you know what I mean? And that's absolutely fine. I respect that. I don't want everybody. I'm not one of them people that wants people to go, yes, sir, no, sir. I respect people being honest. And that's, if you don't agree with me, that's absolutely fine. I respect that. And 9 times out of 10, it's a good reason you've not agreed. And whenever I've come down to reality, I realise you were right as friends and whatnot as well. You know?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Anybody that actually knows me, anybody that actually takes time to get to know me as a person, like I'm a person away from an app. And not only
The
am I
thing
a
is as
person, I'm
well,
a fucking
like your
mother.
kid was like my
My
kids
kid
was
was
shared
like,
privately,
yeah,
not on a
my
public
child was used against
platform.
me, the dirtiest of the dirtiest, lowest of the lowest tricks. Yet you've got Chris letting Jamie Lee sit up there and say I was a kitty collector. I dead on. Not one proof of that, me being a kitty collector in any shape or fucking form. I can give you the answers and the reasons behind any accusation. One, it'll either be lies, or two, I'll explain and I'll tell you exactly what I done, how I done it, and why I done it. Yeah, there's no back doors in me.
But that should have been challenged as soon as that was said.
Exactly, but no. Epoxy Chris sits like a fucking gummy bear. Honestly, just sat there. It's
And I
embarrassing.
couldn't have said anything because when I said something, he
It's shut
started
down.
shouting at me,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I was
like,
raging. I was raging, man. None of you could even, you weren't allowed to stick up for Geraldine. It was disgusting. And I mean disgusting. I actually couldn't even, honestly. I can't. I wasn't even, see, when I got up there, I was angry, but not for myself. Not for myself.
Donna, can
Anyone
you come up a minute?
Unbelievable, man. Honestly, I did
and
try.
also, can I just say, right? He
Does
was
show
on
the dislike for me, innit?
about how bad they made his live yesterday, and the mods were told to mute if any of them came in, and then he platforms them.
Yeah.
Doesn't make no sense.
Hi, Donna. Thanks for coming up. Was it yesterday that he had a go at you about the 8-ball and the chicken pot pie?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, yesterday or the day before, wasn't it? Yeah. But he's had a few goes at me.
Yeah.
Blocked me and unblocked me, so.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It needs to stop. Like,
Well, I must mod you in here, actually. I must mod quite a few of you girls.
But
So
yeah,
must.
my friend was saying about it sounded like a
look,
threat.
Tigger, I'm not being funny. Why have you come in here? You don't need to be in here. Off you pop.
Are you mod? If not, I'll mod you.
Yeah. See you later, cunt.
I thought you were.
Don't come in here. Don't follow us in here because you want to continue the arguments.
Who came in?
That the one that come into Chris's a minute ago causing all this shit because she was sent in by Jamie.
Yeah.
Exactly, TK. Why does he moan about how much he makes in here and wanting money out of a freaking a box? Like, if he's so loaded, got so many businesses and all.
Fucking
weirdo man.
Making comments about we support Jer, but we don't support him. And it's like, well, I'll support. I'm sorry, but my money will go to whoever I want to give it to.
I'm not even his fucking mod, and I was up there getting people to share out his lives and tap and everything else. I've done it. I've supported him in a big way. I don't need to be his mod. I don't want to be a mod, but I've encouraged him, and he just you couldn't like. He's a kind of cunt. He's like Jess. That's who Chris reminds me of. Jess.
Yeah.
Actually, is one of them. He'll play you for whatever.
Maybe that's why they got on so well to begin with. I don't know.
And that's what I mean. Yeah, let's not forget what kind of arguments he's had. Like, people's gone at him for the way he shouts and treats women. Do you know what I
this
mean?
sounds really bad, but it
it's a
wouldn't even
pattern.
surprise me if he platformed Jess.
It
Knowing
wouldn't surprise
exactly
me
what
either.
everything she's done to people on this app and what she's drove people to.
Well, look, even like the fact he knows what Jamie Lee's done and said to the people around him that he's meant to be close with.
Well, he just outed Geraldine the other day, didn't he? Him and Nicholson and that.
Yeah.
They all just had a right hate campaign. And then
they were up putting her. They were up. I couldn't get it. I honestly, I requested it for so long. People was getting out of up. People was coming down. Other people was getting out of up, and I was still sitting the request.
Yeah.
And then I was getting spoke about over again, and then I thought, oh, what? Only because she's all said, and then eventually let me up.
Yeah.
But other than that, you wouldn't have let me up.
We're not. Well, I'm not a mod anyway, but no one's allowed to let anybody up.
How dare you fucking let somebody up? Jesus Christ!
I said, we'll just take their box powers away. Like,
unbelievable.
Yeah, he's always having a go at Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy's no harm. Sammy should know better. Sammy should know better because Sammy sat with me and she should know better because Chris is such a narcissistic man. It's unbelievable. Sammy actually left. In fairness, Sammy left. Sammy left. Sammy does know. Sammy knows better, as I say. Sammy knows. Sammy left. She did leave in the middle of that. Not before me.
I dropped out the box. I said, "Oh, I'm not doing this today." I just
you did well there, Warrior. Just dropping like that. You made
a point there. Nah.
Yeah.
I just left and started my life up. I just thought, oh, what, man? You're not speaking to me like that. I'm sorry, right? And I'm 45 years of age. I've got a 13-year-old daughter, and I'm sorry if this comes. No, hey Tyson. No, honestly, tell me your opinion if I'm right or wrong here. But as a 45-year-old woman and a mother of a 13-year-old daughter, I myself, and I've taught my daughter that men aren't meant to treat you like shit. Like, men are meant to treat you decently. They're meant to speak to you decently and all the rest. Do you know what I mean? So it proper shocked me when a man speaks to me like that. And even
Shower, I just want to jump up quick before I drop, just to say I support you all the way, and I'm sorry, but the more outings get done on them, the better. At the end of the day, the reason you are doing this, you want definite proof who done that to your child. I'm sorry, how can people go against somebody who wants the proof and wants to know who shared that child and that image?
Yeah, thank you, Tyson. Because exactly that. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
See you later, darling.
Miss you, Tyson.
And you, Warrior, sweetheart.
See you later.
Because that's it, and that is it. Everybody's
Did you hear what Jamie Lee threatened me yesterday?
Who threatened you?
Jamie. He said basically, I was arguing in the comments yesterday about it was him and Jenny and Nanny Bird, and because I had Nanny Bird's back, he said he brought my DV into it, basically saying that I was at home on my own with my kids.
Wow.
Like, what sort of a man, like, goes around threatening
people? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm sorry,
that's okay. People are allowing it. People are platforming him to do it.
That was a threat. That Turkish man will see you later. That was a threat.
It was.
Of course it was.
And that Turkish man account, that is Laura, MD and Tom behind that, because I'll tell you now, right, they were commenting in loose to one another, making the same comments all throughout, then went at me about my past, and do you know what I mean? Like, doing
you know, you have a rough idea who's
Jenny sat listening to that, what you've just said.
Jenny.
Why is she allowing another man to intimidate you about DV?
Exactly. Whenever she was so affected by Curtis. That was brought up, by the way. That was brought up as well. Thank you, Mary.
It's been done all the time. You know, I'm used to it now. Not that I should be used to it, but you know what you're going to do. Jess is threatening to put my images out. Do it. Am I bothered? No, I'm not bothered anymore.
We've dealt with it. We've done it. It's fucking.
It's 4 years now. I've had to put up with this fucking shit.
Jen's got a brass neck because I never spoke to Jen for a long time because of how Jen mouthed about Tom. That's where she got her Ten-Face name from, because the way she used to. I used to go at her all the time because of how disrespectful she was to Tom. Right? Then let's not forget, as Nanny Bird said, and it's truth. It's not. It's facts. Curtis was so abusive to Jen. So as a man and a woman, that was awful, and we stood by Jen, whether we liked her, we didn't like her. I even started speaking to her because of it, because it was awful.
Yeah, it was morally.
That's how I ended up speaking this time round to Jen, because of what Curtis had done to her. whether we liked her, agreed with her, spoke to her, we still all stood by her as women. But yet she's over there doing this. Yeah, okay, Jen. And you wonder why people don't like you.
This is what I said to her when she turned around this morning and said she was doing an outing on me and Nanny Bird. I said, well, don't come back to us when he starts threatening you.
Yeah. Jamie Lee is for them lot, really. He might come round us lot, but his loyalty is his 100% loyalty will always be best girl and
facts.
Big Mummy every time.
Always. He said he doesn't even speak to Big Mummy, but he was doing the outing
to her. So he doesn't speak to her, but best girls is family. Shouting and screaming, but that's fine.
Piss off.
If I shout, I get dropped. I get dropped for shouting, sticking up for Geraldine. Jamie Lee's allowed to sit in Chris's box and shout at women. Absolutely fine. Because Chris is a fucking.
Sorry, but you come for me, I'll come back at you. Man or woman. I
just can't even. I can't. And that's what I say. I've been taught, and I've taught my daughter the same. When my daughter first went to high school, right, it was obviously men and women teaching. Her primary was just women. And her form teacher was a man, and he didn't listen to her and shout at her one day. And she was devastated. But here, that male teacher apologized to my daughter because he was wrong.
Yeah.
He should have listened to my child. And he apologized to my daughter. So that's the way I like it. You keep teaching her what a man's meant to do, and that's respect. Not disrespect.
The thing is, as well, like, Cheryl, me and Nanny Bird have been, like, not saying I'm a victim because I'm far from a victim. I'm not saying that. But Chris is new on the scene. He doesn't know the history, even with you for the 2 years. He doesn't know what Nanny Bird's been put through on a day-to-day basis. Nanny Bird's dragged. Like, what's it going to take for Nanny Bird to be in the position Jer was last weekend? Like, because
exactly, it's terrible.
One day she may be able to take it, and another day she might not. Like, I had to have the crisis team out before, but
it's the same with Cadizzle. Like, same with Cadizzle, and this was our point to Chris yesterday. Chris is judging Cadizzle like he's some kind of this Prince Charming perfect man, which he clearly fucking isn't. So how dare he be so judgmental on another woman, like, and not even taking half into consideration why or how or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know Cadizzle very well, but I do know of her is she's quite sensitive. She's very quiet. She doesn't get involved.
She's a good girl,
and she's very loyal to her friends.
And I have said this before.
I'd rather have someone that's very loyal to me than somebody that it's a one-way friendship. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and obviously she could have said no to me. She's not stupid and all of that. Like, she wasn't bullied into it. But what I will emphasize, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Me and her is very close, as Shannon Sammy was at the time as well. We were so close, like every day, all day interaction. And what comes with that is my child. Obviously, I'm a fucking mum. She's with me unless she's at school or doing whatever she's doing. So obviously, you're going to be involved in my child's life. Like, if we're going shopping, do you know what I mean? We're going, like sisters. Like, we just always interact it, and we're sharing our kids, whatever. So Cadizzle feels it. She's not only going to feel my pain, she's feeling it for the little girl she's watching grow up that's being ripped on an app. So, of course, her mind, our heads were pushed west. There's no doubt about that. It's good. It's just fucking facts. It really is facts. But I'm just sick. I'm
just like, I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting almost to the point where I felt, you might understand this, right? So when I sat with Jess, I didn't have any fallings out of her until probably year 3 or 4, right? And then I walked away. Stupidly, I went back, and then I walked away. But when I walked away for the last time, I felt like I was finally getting myself back. I was tolerating people I really didn't want to be around, but I was respectful to other people's lives, and now I feel like I'm getting to the point where that divide is there yet again, where
I've been seeing it coming
to going into people's lives, because you can't actually have an honest opinion, because you know that you're going to get slated or shut down for being honest about how you feel.
And that's not fair. That's what I mean. That is not fair. People should be able to have their opinion respectfully. That's why I always say, everybody's welcome in here. You can come and have your opinion and say what you want. You're not always going to agree with me. As long as you do it respectfully, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're not going to be abusive to me or anybody in my mods or anything like that. Do you know what I
Geraldine
mean?
is the most genuine person
Yes,
that I've made such
she
a
is.
close relationship so quick on this app.
Hey, mermaid.
And I'll always have her
Bobby.
back. I don't fucking care. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't
She
deserve to be the way she is, like
she let me in.
dragged.
No, she let me in into her lives at the beginning. You know, when I'd stopped sitting with
Don't
Keisha
know
and
mod
Sharon
you,
and
by the
all
way,
that
as
lot,
well.
and she
Yeah.
let me in, and she was nice to me. But do you know, alt cult, they'll block me instantly. Took me out straight away. And Geraldine were
Yeah.
fine by it. And then when they got rid of alt mods, I was allowed back in again. And then I've been all right with Geraldine, but Chrissy's been back 4 times now.
See,
Yeah.
that's
But
what
I
I like
think,
about Geraldine.
yeah,
There's no judging. There's no, she'll just take you, she finds you. And there's, it's not her business. She's not getting involved. She's not having an opinion on it, whatever. Do you know what I mean? And everybody's
you
just
ate the ice
accept it and
cream
there's no
bun.
judging.
Yeah, she doesn't judge you. That's what I like about her. She's
Yeah,
always acknowledged me, and I've always liked her for that. I do.
yeah.
And I love a laugh.
Yeah, she's so funny.
I love
Like,
What
that.
happened,
and
Millie? What
She
happened,
does love a
Millie?
laugh.
Bobby. What happened, Millie? I didn't know anything happened, Millie. That's not I
oh,
said didn't happen
Lou
though.
was going on about this morning about this is where it's all started from. Jamie went into Lou's and started going on
Later,
about
friend me.
Geraldine, but there's no point in
I don't. Well, I've messaged her, Mary, but I don't know if she's about. I think she is because she'd probably be in here if she was.
she's gone for a suit fitting, I think, with her lad.
Right. Okay. That's where she's
Yeah.
at then. Yeah. No. She'll not be happy. I know she'll not be happy. She'll not be happy at all about it. Just absolutely. I just can't even. Yeah, you're
No,
mad.
she won't. She'll be really disappointed
I'll
and
be
hurt by
gutted
it.
if
It's
that's supposed to
awful.
be my friend.
I'd be
Like,
raging.
I'm not
I'd
gonna
be
lie.
besotted and raging.
Yeah,
Well, things like that have happened over the last couple of days. I've seen, and she's seen it, and she must have seen it, and
yeah.
it's like, it's not nice, is it?
It's not.
She doesn't need it at the minute. Not
She needs all
saying
the
any of
support.
us do,
Yeah,
but she's so delicate at the
she
moment.
is. She
We
is. She
should
needs
be protecting her.
absolutely, absolutely.
Like, and if people want to slate me for that, slate me, but I'm human too.
No,
None
you
of
know
it
what?
okay. None of it was nice, man. None of it was shit. It's
Well,
just shit.
I've just had my letter off the specialist
Right?
And
and I need surgery.
yeah,
So that's a definite. And I
Right.
could really do without all this shouting and whatever
yeah.
else. And because my head hurts so much
Yeah.
every day.
I'm
But
not surprised.
I just want to make sure that we get this done and that people get some justice.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Definitely.
You
Definitely. Because
know,
it's not fair. And that's why Jamie and them's all acting the way they're acting because they know. They know what, you know what I mean?
Do you
They're
know
running up
what?
and down
As
an app
well,
going
like,
crazy.
I don't know if it's just me being proper paranoid, and this is probably the last thing I'm going to say before I have to drop down because the girl's going to be back in a minute. Is half of me now is thinking, was that all a setup this morning for Jamie going into Lou's and to cause the shit from this morning so that Jess was deflecting from having to talk about what actually came out and then,
I'm going live to bringing it all out again. Give me an
do you
hour
know
or
what
so
I
and I'll be
mean?
going live
It's
again.
just that, to be honest, I'm getting to the point now where I'm feeling proper paranoid again.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
who I can
even
and can't trust.
tell you
yeah,
what
well,
it
you
And
see,
is.
I would
Yeah,
think similar because even
yeah.
last night, sure, Tom came into Geraldine's and said he was disappointed in her and trying to dictate to who should be their life and whatnot.
Yeah.
And instead of talking about what like Jess and what Mammy's done, even though he accused Mammy of it like 2 months ago, instead of focusing on that, the real bad, he came on and talked shit about me and tried to just
Yeah.
talk
I'll tell
shit.
you what it is and exactly what it is, the closing ranks.
yeah,
Honestly, that's what I made a post the other day saying everyone's acting shady. I don't trust anybody now,
The
mate. It's
closing
just,
ranks.
And it is shutting in round them, and that's what they can see and feel, and they know it. I have to laugh too.
it's
What is it they
bad.
put up? They put a thing up and they think that's all we've got, a message.
Yeah. It's bad because, like,
Funny.
a lot of people know, and I've not kept it a secret recently, but I use this platform as a social outlet because of my situation. I don't go out very often. I have my girls here and whatever, and they do a lot of clubs, so I do have a lot of spare time in the evenings. Now, when I'm isolated even further, that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
But it's all right, you know, to make people feel a certain type of way. And it's all right people saying, well, if you feel like that, get off the app. Well,
some people has an
why
option.
should I have to get off the app?
Why should toxic people?
Yeah.
It's not
Why
fair.
should I have to leave something that I use to socialise?
Exactly. No, exactly. And how dare anybody make anybody feel they have to be off an app or have to be, you know, this is my point about Cadizzle, and I would say it about any of us, anybody. Nobody, even the worst of the worst, shouldn't be left on her own. Like Jess has Sharon, so she's off an app, she's not going to be on her own. Do you know what I mean? As much as she deserves to stay on her own, but do you know what I mean? Nobody should be on their own, like, and for anybody, like Andy's wife said it about me as well, like trying to say you don't deserve a place, you shouldn't be here, you shouldn't be there. Like, why would you ever want to encourage people not to bother with somebody? It's sad. Like, would you not try and help them, encourage them to be better, or encourage them to get the help they need, or whatever it is, instead of making people feel alone? It's awful.
The last thing, and then I am definitely going because I've just in the car go around the block. When Chris was having a go at Jerb because she had allowed Dizzle in the thing, and she said, "Oh, is Dizzle in here?" And then sort of
didn't like the way he done that either.
That should never have happened like that. He should have had a private word if he felt that, but you know that's
exactly.
You know, I'm not saying his feelings aren't valid.
He done it with Sammy as well. Yeah, he done it with Sammy. You Sherby, and she had to choose between like her old friend that she's known for a long time or Chris now, and that's not okay. See you later, Warrior. Thanks for coming up, girl. It's not nice. It's not nice, and it's one of them. Slowly but surely, Chris is just showing his true colours. You know, don't pretend to be one thing and then do another.
Well, I'll be honest. My first impression of Chris, we're on with Jesse, and he got mod everywhere, didn't he? Now I was in Sharon's once, right, and there was only like about 4 or 5 of us, and Sharon were I don't know if you were going to let something out or do something, and I said, Sharon, mod me. I said, because I know who's coming in and that, and she was just about to mod me, and I got blocked instantly, and and Chris had just come in, and I thought, you've just done that, and he had never said it, and he never said that, and I messaged her, she never looked at her messages, but and I was shocked because I'd heard like Anne had done it to a few people like that, just dropped and blocked, and it's like
that's bad. Like that's what
really
I mean.
Bad, that, and I thought, wow, and she was just you know,
it's just to me, and that I just don't understand. Like unless there's a big grievance there, like I could understand you dropping and going on like and taking the piss with your mod thing. I've done it, right? We're all guilty of that, but just to be a person that hasn't a clue what's going on, who's who and what's what, just be dropping and blocking and going on. That's to me, it's a big. To me, it's just that's a control thing. Like he enjoys the power, the control.
That's what it is, and he might have thought I were doing best for Sharon, but he never admitted it, or he never said, "Oh, I've just blocked it" or anything. It's just done, you know. And I thought, wow.
And Elle got blocked for speaking to Sherby. That's what I mean. So basically, again, the control thing. So Belle doesn't do as Chris wants her to do. She's not welcome in. Like, there's loads of you in this chat right now that speaks to people, I'm sure, or does whatever that I don't like or I wouldn't do. That doesn't mean you're not welcome here. Like how it'd be a sad world. You literally, this is what I'm saying, and I know I'm being nasty saying it. I'm sorry. He's pushed me to it, and when you push me and make out and treat people like that around me, I'm going to say it as it is, and that is any wonder nobody actually wants to be around you. Like you sat yesterday, you ain't got nobody. You said yesterday you were in a hospital and you were crying because there was nobody there to come visit you. Is it any fucking wonder why? The guy wonder why. That's why. That's why, because of the way you treat people around you. Like, it's horrible. It's really nasty. And I'm sorry. I'm no angel. I'm far from fucking perfect. But geez, I have a heart, man. And I care about people, even if I don't like them sometimes. I still care. And that's the thing you don't seem to have, other than for yourself. You seem very selfish, Chris. You know, when there's things being made about ladyboys and different things like that, oh, well, everybody should be caring and upsetting and backing Chris. We should all be. You know what I mean? But whenever it's something else, because it's not affecting him, he doesn't care. Or am I wrong? That's the way I see it. So, yeah.
I don't know that one, but I just can't
Yeah.
Yeah, and sitting where you want. I mean, I'm 52, and it's like being at playground. I'll sit where I want, as long as I'm not slagging any, other people off.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll sit where I
Can I just
want.
say, sorry, Donna, for interrupting you, but Nanny Bird, Chris is shocked that you're sat over here with me. Why are you shocked, Chris? Me and Nanny Bird were friends way before you ever come on this app, love. So why are you shocked? You've just sat and disrespected Nanny Bird in that life. So why are you shocked? Make it make sense. Like, answer it. You know what I mean? Like, be real. Be honest. Why are you shocked? Think about it. It's crazy. Yeah. Listen, we can be talked about. I just wanted to come on and have a rant because I ain't going to be spoke down to like that or shouted at or treated like that by anybody. Never mind him. So I just wanted to come live to express how I was feeling and to express the feeling I had for everybody else that I felt Chris actually disrespected in their hey, Blue Heart. But I am going to go because I want to come on and say for a minute. I want to get myself organised because a few things to do here and I'm babysitting tonight or would have left the live even, 2 tonight. But I'm going to come live in an hour or so and I'm going to go over everything that I went through last night and some. For Jessica Dawkins that's trying to call people liars and all the rest, and ASD Big Mammy that's involved with making fake accounts of 12-year-olds. So instead of Jamie Lee doing what's right by kids and protecting kids, and Chris too, they're all out here trying to protect themselves, grown-ass men and women, even though their hands are filthy dirty with making fake accounts of a 12-year-old. That's what you've covered, Jamie Lee. Let us not forget you've known about that as well. And you're setting up on an app talking about kiddie collectors, you sick cunt. You're a sick cunt. You've known about my child for months and months and months and hoped and prayed it would never come out. But it's come out and it's coming out. The more and more I'll keep putting it out until I get bored with it, until I want to stop, until whatever. Until then, I'm going to keep repeating. So, anyway, girls, listen, thank you very much for coming in the boxes. Nanny Bird, I'll get a chat with you away from the app because,
All right, yeah.
Yeah. And thank you, everybody, as I say, for coming in and listening to me. I was having a little rant. Okay. What's that? Full picture of it was. What's that? Let me hear you. Full picture of it was. As a matter of fact, it was on her head, love. Thank your God now, but it was on her head. It wasn't a full picture. So again, come back with correct information, because if you're not correct, I will correct it. Listen, guys, thank you very much, and we'll catch up soon. I will be back in an hour or so. All right.